Mindfulness is the energy of being aware and awake to the present moment. It is the continuous practice of touching life deeply in every moment of daily life. To be mindful is to be truly alive, present, and at one with those around you and with what you are doing. The practice of mindfulness has become a blossoming activity in business world, presented as a solution for stress and performance pressure. How can the practice of mindfulness fit in with a capitalistic business model? Recent research explores how mindfulness practices have become to be implemented in companies. So, firstly, let's discuss why mindfulness in the workplace is so important. Mindfulness in the workplace becomes more important as we transform from a manufacturing to a knowledge-based economy. In a manufacturing economy, the body was the primary means of production, but in knowledge economy, it is the brand. A famous management consultant referred to employees in a knowledge economy as a capital asset. The truth is that nobody trains those who manage others how to manage themselves, and nobody learns how to transform the greatest tool in a knowledge economy, the mind itself. If a manager is unable to focus, that becomes a major problem because every negative emotion influences decision making. Mindfulness in the workplace allows managers to let go of thoughts about the past and futures and focus on the present. A manager who masters this ability can hold meetings that take place in the present and let go of previous meetings.
What about the annual performance review? Usually, the review process revolves around criticism which will justify an employer from giving an employee a larger pay increase. The employee would become defensive, which will set off the part of the brain that deals with emotions. But what if instead managers started with one question such as, "How do you think this year went?" Sure, there will be a learning curve, but ultimately, by answering this question, the employee's brain activity will move to the part of the brain that is related to judgment, character, and ambition, to name a few. What about multitasking? Here's what the research says. Basically, after reducing time spent on multitasking, participants reported that both their productivity and their quality of work significantly increased.
Now we are going to talk about 5 tips to practice mindfulness at work. The first tip is to practice a mindful minute. Indeed, the first thing you can do when you come to work and sit at your desk is use your phone to time 1 minute. During this time, you just close your eyes and take some breath and really be mindful. Be present at that moment before starting your day at work, before you start anything, before you start reading emails or else. You take this moment and allow yourself to be grounded. This very easy technique helps you to be mindful in that moment and get you started off at the right note. The second thing you can do is practice mindful breathing. Breathing is critical in mindfulness meditation. It allows you to slow down. Basically, we often breathe unconsciously, but thanks to mindful breathing, we reconnect with our body. Mindful breathing is a belly breath, so you can take a breath in from the belly up to the diaphragm and you're gonna breathe it out. Anybody can do that. You can do it whenever you want, especially when you feel stressed or whenever you feel you need to. You can close your eyes or keep your eyes open, there is no rule, but you have to focus on your breath for 1 to 3 minutes, for example. Mindful breathing is the most accurate way of breathing and can also help to improve your health.
The third thing is mindful listening. Thinking about mindfulness, we usually focus on what we can do, but in a workplace context, there are some moments that we get stressed or just simply busy. We are not listening and we miss out on the information. And we make assumptions and other people get upset because things were taken out of the context. Why? It's just because people do not listen. So just like mindful moment, mindful breath, mindful listening is about being at the moment. Not worry about formulating your thoughts so you can answer back, but really listening to the person speaking. A technical is that you just need to listen, then before you talk back, take a bit of time to repeat what they said to give a signal that you are considering what they are said, and it's also buying you time to thinking about what you should say. The fourth thing is mindful interaction. At work, sometimes your colleague is unhappy and irrationally spread that vibe to you. Instead of getting defensive right away, mindful interaction is to take away that emotional charge, which is to take at the situation for what is it. Put yourself in that person's shoes to understand what they are coming from. You will be amazed at the compassion that actually come up, and you realize that it's not about you. It's just a difference in perspective, and this is the way manager manage the relationship. The last thing is mindful working. If you are going to a meeting and you are rushing, it is not gonna help you to even aware what you are doing. Just work slowly, calm yourself down, allow yourself to be grounded and really focus on the moment. When you're getting a clear mind, the problem can be seen more clearly and solved more easily.
By practicing mindfulness in the workplace, you can completely create a positive working environment where people can work and interact more effectively. And more importantly, it is about you being present and enjoy every moment at work.